Okay, so let's proceed ahead with the group task. And you are already aware that in the group task, we will give you some tasks, and you people are to basically complete that task. Now, just maintain one thing that I'll be showing you task on your screen, and you will be getting some time to think over that. And after that, we will start discussing. This is a group task, so you are not to fight with each other. You are not to be aggressive. You are to be part of a team, and you have to listen to others. You have to talk to others. It can be in Hindi, it can be in English. In any other language, you can go for task. Hindi, English, both will work. There also it works, and you can speak in Hindi and English. आपको बड़े ध्यान से दूसरे की बात सुननी है, and you have to speak and you have to tell your thing to others also. Give chance to others also to speak. Marks will be given on the basis of how good are you coordinating with others and how good relevant points you people are providing. बहुत ज्यादा बोलने के मार्क्स नहीं होते हैं, rational and relevant बोलने के मार्क्स हैं. So if you speak relevant things and if you cooperate with others, you behave as a team, you are behaving as a team member, then you get good marks. And entire group also basically credit is given to entire group behavior. So group behavior is very important here. Suppose you create chaos in the group, then ultimately entire group will get less marks. So you need to behave as a good group also, and at the same time individual level pay you can always score high relevant points. And because pen and paper is given to you, so it is expected that you will be discussing also and you will be noting down the points also. These two things are there for you. Now I'm bringing the task on your screen, and here it comes. I think it is visible to you now. So it has situation is given to you. You have to provide 7 steps which you will take to promote the online education in rural area, and you have to prioritize these steps. So there is a rural area in which you have to promote the online education. So you have to provide some steps for that. I give you 2 minutes to jot down your points and then we go. Okay, so I think you people have gone through the task now, and this is the time you people start discussing among yourself. Don't create chaos. Please listen to each other. You will get sufficient time to give your points. No need to cut each other, and marks will be given on the basis of the behavior and relevance of the point which you will give. Because this is the decision making case. 7 steps बताने हैं और प्रायोरिटी में बताने हैं. दूसरों को कन्विंस करो, गेट कन्विंस्ड, कन्विंस अदर्स, but give really good points, right? So please start it now.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening.
My name is Shubham, and I would like to initiate our group task for today. So our good task for today is to provide the provide the steps which will provide digital education or online education to the rural students. And in current times, in my opinion, this is a very relevant topic, as in this digital world today, rural students should not be left behind, because India is progressing, and it has been said that India lies in the villages of India. So for this, I think what we can first of all, we have to make sure that in the rural places there's not an issue of electricity or internet. So first of all, we have to make sure that there is internet and electricity. And if there is it is not there, then we have to make sure that in each and every village there should generally there is a panchayat house or a communal house which is used by all of the villages. So we should be government should be providing their if it is not possible to provide electricity for 24 hours, then government should provide their solar panels and also the internet connectivity through
I add some point. If we want to promote our online education in a village area, so I think nowadays every person have a smartphone. So by using social networking, we have promote our education system, and we have going to a ground level to going to rural areas, schools and colleges, and we have promote advertising our education system, and telling about our education system advantage and disadvantage and material of content, and last few years showing our the results. And I also pasted advertising poster in a rural area. So
guys,
hello.
according to me,
I want to add one
my name is Rajat.
Hello guys.
We have to make
यार
sure
हम
that
इसको
connectivity
प्रायोरिटाइज
is
करते हैं.
there. Then only we will be able to proceed. Yes, as Shubham said, first thing is electricity and connectivity. If there is no electricity, then we won't be able to implement the ideas of digital classrooms. First thing is electricity, definitely. After the second is we have to conduct survey to know the digital gap between like rural and urban. How many students have like phone or network? I mean, phone. If the people have phone, then there will be easier to implement online education. So first thing is definitely electricity. If not, what are the steps we can take to bring electricity? Then next step is definitely we have to conduct a survey.
हम सबसे पहले इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे
करना चाहिए कितने पर्सन्स के पास गैजेट्स वगैरह हैं.
Sorry everyone, we should speak one by one. Sorry,
One by one. We will discuss one by one.
सबसे पहले हम इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे जाते हैं. इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में क्या चाहिए?
सही है.
सबसे पहले हम इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे जाते हैं. जो हमें जरूरत होगा, जैसे हमें मोबाइल नेटवर्क्स की जरूरत है, हमें मोबाइल्स की जरूरत है, हमें पावर्स की जरूरत है. तो मोबाइल नेटवर्क्स हम कैसे प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं? हम चीपली जो स्पेक्ट्रम्स होते हैं वो मोबाइल टेलीकॉम सर्विस को जो प्रोवाइडर्स होते हैं उनको दे सकते हैं. गवर्नमेंट चीपर देगी तो वो हमें चीपर, उनके पास जो भी पैसा बचेगा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में डेवलप करेंगे. नेटवर्क्स जो टावर्स होते हैं वो बिल्डअप करेंगे. एंड सेकेंडली क्या है, मोबाइल फोन जो है तो हमें एफडीआई जो है फॉरेन इन्वेस्टमेंट को सपोर्ट करना चाहिए और आत्मनिर्भर भारत को भी लाना चाहिए. जिस मूवमेंट से क्या होगा कि जो फोन्स अगर इंडिया में बनेंगे तो चीपर बनेंगे।
I think I would like to say something here. Instead of doing this, we are to provide the infrastructure to all the people.
तो हमें उसे डिक्रीज करना
After
चाहिए।
conducting survey only, we will be knowing that how much
Yes.
fundraising have to be done. Without a survey, we won't know that how much money we have to raise.
Fund we have to
Yes,
raise,
we have said that we
like
need to-
everyone does not have a mobile phone.
Yeah, so we can all, our government can also make this big brands like Tata and Reliance. We can tie up with these brands and encourage them to what we say to put their money in this regard, and we can in return we can provide them, government can provide them some tax benefits, and also we can also
I agree. I agree with Shubham. Firstly, I think
जो
government
रिचार्ज होता है
provided
गवर्नमेंट के थ्रू एक चीपर कॉस्ट पर प्रोवाइड करना चाहिए, जो भी रिचार्ज होता है जिसके थ्रू नेट
रिचार्ज की भी बात करते हैं पहले।
मेरा एक पॉइंट है,
पहले हमको एक्चुअली
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में पहले हम लोग बात
also thing which I want to discuss with all of you. Do you think that is it practical to provide mobile phones or tabs to all the students in the villages? Because I think it is very
government provided.
We can do one plan with both people. Society limit के अंदर आते हैं.
We have some schemes.
स्मार्टफोन इन देयर होम। आई थिंक
शुभम, ये जो क्वेश्चन है कि अपन सभी लोगों को प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं क्या मोबाइल फोन, उसके लिए पहले अपन सर्वे करेंगे, क्योंकि कुछ ऐसे पर्सन्स भी होंगे जिनके पास पहले से ही मोबाइल फोन होगा।
एक्चुअली ये
हमारे पास
सर्वे कंडक्ट कर सकते हैं
और
सर्वे कंडक्ट से हमको पता चले कितने लोगों के पास है, कितने लोग।
Like after survey, if there are more people who are not having mobile phone, then definitely we will give phone to like certain number of students. So in the same locality, we will give one tab for certain number. If there is less number of students having
I think
phone,
since the COVID and we are coming out of the pandemic, we can provide a community
In my
classes.
opinion, survey should be provided.
It is better, guys, we discuss by one by one.
one by one we will
पहले इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पे बात कर रहे थे, अब पावर पे बात करते हैं। पावर कैसे आएगा?
So
पहले सोलार
अवेयरनेस पे देखना चाहिए सेकंड स्टेप हम लोगों को। अवेयरनेस
हो चुका है। अब हम
गाँव में किसी को पता ही नहीं होता है कि भाई पढ़ना कैसे है, तो अवेयरनेस बहुत जरूरी है।
पावर आएगा तभी तो कोई पढ़ाई करेगा।
अवेयरनेस पहले पता होना चाहिए ना कि एक्चुअली
We have discussed that if there is not power, then we can provide solar panels in our certain area.
इंटरनेट का पॉइंट आ चुका है। हमारा एक पॉइंट है कि हमारा ये पॉइंट है कि बहुत सारे बच्चों के पेरेंट्स जो होते हैं उनको ये पता नहीं होता है कि उन्हें ये लगता है कि अगर मेरा बच्चा फोन चलाएगा तो वो कुछ मतलब खराब आदतों में लग जाएगा, वो उसका सही इस्तेमाल नहीं कर पाएगा।
ठीक है, वो
तो हम
अवेयरनेस
पेरेंट्स को अवेयर कर सकते हैं कि डिजिटल
वो चलाएंगे।
तो उसके लिए हमको मॉनिटर करना पड़ेगा। लाइक मोबाइल मॉनिटर बहुत जरूरी है, किसी की प्रेजेंस में ही मोबाइल देना चाहिए।
ऐसा नहीं होगा।
We are having parental control apps right now.
There is one more idea. What we can do is that provide laptops and tabs in the schools, so that the students when they go to school, then only then they can
अभी हम प्रोवाइड करते हैं भाई, एक चीज पे आते हैं। अब पावर पे पहले बात कर ले, पावर कैसे प्रोवाइड होगा?
That's the first point, right? Infrastructure has to be. That's the first point, right? Infrastructure means everything comes under infrastructure.
जो विलेजेस में इन्फ्लुएंशियल है, उनके घर पे हम रिन्यूएबल्स के लिए बोलेंगे, सोलार के लिए बोलेंगे। जिनके पास पैसा नहीं है उनके लिए हम कोल पावर प्लांट्स या जो भी न्यूक्लियर पावर प्लांट्स जो पावर आ रहा है हम सप्लाई करेंगे विलेजेस में। क्या होगा, एक पावर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हमें बिल्टअप हो गया।
Friends, I have to say one thing. In my village, I am from a village, but here there is electricity connectivity issue. There is no issue such thing. Even though in our government college school, there are still people who do not have smartphones and they do not have the access to online education. So even if there is electricity too, there is problem with online education.
इसीलिए
Smartphones.
प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी ने आत्मनिर्भर भारत में बोला कि यहाँ पे सेमीकंडक्टर्स बनेंगे, मोबाइल के स्क्रीन्स बनेंगे, जिससे क्या होगा कि चीपर होगा मोबाइल फोन। उसके बाद
बट आई थिंक अभिनव दिस इज अ लॉन्ग टर्म,
आई थिंक लॉन्ग टर्म पर्सपेक्टिव हो गया। लाइक वी कम फॉर सेकंड पॉइंट, लाइक ट्रेनिंग मॉड्यूल भी होना चाहिए कि मोबाइल चलाना कैसे है। ये वाला गुड पॉइंट है, ट्रेनिंग मॉड्यूल होना चाहिए। बच्चों को चलाना आएगा नहीं, इसलिए टीचर से इंटरेक्ट करना पड़ेगा।
ओके गाइस,
हमें जॉब्स भी तो क्रिएट करने होंगे विलेजेस में।
So
जॉब्स नहीं क्रिएट करेंगे तो मोबाइल फोन खरीदेगा कौन?
No, through crowdfunding.
Not problem to create a job problem, but there is problem internet networking. If internet networking is not good, then how we can build?
थर्ड पॉइंट ट्रेनिंग मॉड्यूल वाला रख देते हैं। डू वी ऑल एग्री विद दिस?
पहले आप मोबाइल तो प्रोवाइड करो।
First step is infrastructure, second is electricity, and third is internet networking. Infrastructure and electricity can be in one. Then how we can provide online education?
Can we put those everything in a one first priority, like electricity, connectivity, infrastructure? These all comes under one thing, right?
This is one thing, yes. Infrastructure, connectivity,
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में ही सब कुछ आ जाएगा।
मोबाइल कैसे प्रोवाइड होगा?
I think
पहले गवर्नमेंट जो भी वहाँ पर गवर्नमेंटल स्कूल्स हैं उनको प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं, और
उनके सारा पॉपुलेशन है, कैसे प्रोवाइड करेंगे?
Exactly, that's why I'm saying that instead of providing each and every individual mobile, we can provide the labs where they can go and learn for certain hours.
लाइक प्रोजेक्टर से हम लोग बता सकते हैं बड़ी स्क्रीन पर प्रेजेंट कर, तो जैसे में कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगा।
ट्रेनिंग एंड अवेयरनेस, आई थिंक
Training and awareness. For fund, so second is not funding, it's training. Is it training? Second one should be funding, right? How we will fund the funding?
ट्रेनिंग की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। जब आप लैब्स प्रोवाइड करेंगे वहाँ पे ट्यूटर्स होंगे ऑलरेडी, वो पढ़ाएंगे।
But to funding laptops and online education, we need fund, right? With government support, it will be limited, right? We able to find tutors or something.
पंचायती राज को कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं फंडरेज के लिए। लाइक हम एनजीओ भी हैं जिनको कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं, पंचायती राज को कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं।
सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप
और गवर्नमेंट
पैसे कलेक्ट करते थे, तो क्या करेंगे वो उस पैसे से?
I think unless we tell them the benefits of online education, they will not go for this.
Okay.
डिजिटल इंडिया के साथ भी कोलैबोरेट कर सकते हैं ना अपने सिस्टम को।
Yes.
Also, we can do one thing, that we can collaborate with Byju's physics wala and academy and provide them tax benefit for their services in the rural areas in free of cost. So that is
like Byju's का टैब आता है जो लोग मतलब उनका एक किड नाम का एक एनजीओ वहाँ पर वो लोग फ्री में प्रोवाइड करते हैं।
अगर हम
प्राइवेट एम्प्लॉयर्स, they will not go for free, I think.
काफी रूरल एरियाज में कुछ ऐसे पर्सन्स होते हैं जो कि
promote this as their promotional
एम्प्लॉयड करवाकर
marketing technique, so they can come.
Tata had one thing, Tata Trust Funding.
We are having free access to various courses on YouTube also. We can suggest them on YouTube. We are having very access to various courses.
मोबाइल तो सबके पास होना चाहिए, क्योंकि क्या है कि डिफरेंट एज ग्रुप्स के बच्चे होंगे, तो एट द सेम टाइम वो लैब्स में नहीं जा सकते हैं सारे बच्चे। वो छोटे बच्चों के लिए हो सकता है एक लैब, लेकिन जो बड़े बच्चे होंगे वो कोई कुछ और पढ़ाई करता है, कोई इंजीनियरिंग करता है, कोई मेडिकल करता है, वो अपना पर्सनल पढ़ेंगे।
So for a small locality, people can go there and use it.
इसके लिए अगर
practical to provide
ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन का तो मतलब ही नहीं हुआ ना।
Yes, sorry.
लाइक जब ये लोग बोला कि लैब वगैरह बना देंगे तो ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन का मतलब क्या होगा? ऑनलाइन मतलब घर से मतलब पढ़ सकते हैं, मीनिंग तो यही है ना।
अगर मोबाइल या फिर
laptop and internet connectivity, they are connecting with the teachers which are very far from them, and they can get the education which they cannot get in their locality.
लैपटॉप ऑनलाइन हो जाएगा। ये बहुत कुछ है, हो सकता है मोबाइल
जैसे ट्रेनिंग प्लेटफॉर्म पर वाईफाई होता है ना, पब्लिक वाईफाई, दे कैन हैव पब्लिक वाईफाई इन विलेज आई थिंक, बट पब्लिक वाईफाई
रिचार्ज जो होते हैं ना, रिचार्ज उसको चीप करें। मोबाइल
I'm from Uttarakhand. In villages, there is a big problem.
प्राइवेट थिंग, एक्चुअली प्राइवेट
You know, I'm from
No,
Uttarakhand.
recharge कम हो सकता है, like BSNL, if we talk about BSNL come under PSU, PSU तो सरकार का प्रेशर बन सकता है, सरकार बजट बनाएगी तो पैसा कम हो सकता है। लाइक अब एग्जाम्पल SBI बैंक का, हमने जीरो बैंक जिसका हमने खुलवाया था, तो सेम कैन वी कैन डू।
You have heard about 28 days plan, जैसे 28 days का प्लान है तो उसके लिए एंड में उन्हें एक महीने का अलग से पैसा मिलता है कंपनी को। तो इस 28 डेज प्लान के लिए उनका जैसे 31 डेज का प्लान इम्प्रूव किया जा सकता है, तो ये काफी चीपर मेथड हो जाएगा उस कंडीशन में।
लेकिन ये अपने हाथ में नहीं है ना, तो अपने के हाथ में।
अरे नहीं, अपन BSNL के पर्सपेक्टिव में सोच सकते हैं ना, BSNL तो PSU है ना, तो उसके काफी थोड़ा कम, मतलब गवर्नमेंट थोड़ा
we cannot say that agree on that.
I think we should conclude
on the topic. Then we will discuss about more alternatives. First, let's prioritize. Then we will think about more alternatives or more solution. Otherwise, we won't be able to come up, right?
तो एक्चुअली अभी स्टेप्स देखेंगे हम, किसी स्टेप्स में पहले एक्चुअली someone can reach.
First, we already agreed to it, right? We are agreed to
infrastructure.
Yeah, first infrastructure. Yes.
Okay.
Or second,
guys, first step must be survey.
First step survey.
And
first step survey, second infrastructure.
Okay.
Third we can say funding.
Third
big brands and industries.
third must be training and
Yes.
No, third is funding, right? Third is funding.
Third is funding.
Yeah,
और fourth point training and awareness. Fourth point
Training and
awareness.
Okay.
Fifth is the benefit of education, जो अपने को
ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन, नो ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन, आई थिंक
ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन जो अपने को बताना है उनको कि अपन
ऑफलाइन और ऑफलाइन एनुअल
ट्रेनिंग हो जाएगा,
अवेयरनेस में हो जाएगा, अवेयरनेस पॉइंट में हो जाएगा ना, कि सारी अवेयरनेस बता सकते हैं।
एक्चुअली
Can we tying up with the unacademy type of education, platforms?
Yes.
I think this is very difficult. I think प्राइवेट एम्प्लॉयर को
because they get paid one.
very difficult है।
Guys, अगर जैसे फंडिंग में
They also provide free classes in YouTube, so they can provide
अगर हमारे पास लेस फंड क्रिएट हो पाता है तो उस कंडीशन में हम, क्योंकि विलेज के कई सारे पर्सन्स अभी जॉब्स नहीं करते हैं, अनएम्प्लॉयड होते हैं मोस्टली, तो वहां पर एक अवेयरनेस कैंप चला करके यहाँ पर आपको जॉब मिल सकती है, या फिर इसके लिए एम्प्लॉयमेंट मतलब जो भी उनके लिए अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं उनको एक बार प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं।
गाइस, एक हम NPTL का सॉल्यूशन ले सकते हैं जो एक फ्री एजुकेशन प्रोवाइड करती है, जिससे जो भी लड़का हो चाहे जो भी हो सीखना चाहता है तो एक NPTL से सीख सकता है, स्किल सीख सकता है, जिससे जॉब पा सकता है।
This is the last step.
Like, what is the fifth step?
5 points. Sorry, point was online education, collaboration with
priority, because after knowing the benefits only people like more encouraged to join, use
online platform.
Yes. And the sixth point is the collaboration with some of the NGO and institute, like
actually Tata Trust can be a good thing. Tata Trust actually provides things in rural areas.
that type of NGO etc.
There are so many NGOs working on that.
बहुत सारी कंपनियां हैं जिनकी कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पांसिबिलिटी चलती है।
Collaborating with NGOs to have more infrastructure and to support for a long time support for collaborating with NGOs.
Yes.
We can divide the point infrastructure if we want to have 7 points, because I think we have right now we have only 5 points, right?
No, 6 points.
6 points we have.
Yeah. So in infrastructure, we can say that one is digital infrastructure, that is the internet connectivity and all, and the one is
electricity and
power.
mobile phone. Mobile phones.
When it is not feasible to provide electricity for longer hours,
I think
then we can
mobile
provide
phones in
solar.
every house. I think we can say that. Smartphone.
In infrastructure, a mobile phone and internet networking and electricity are
The reason why I was not, saying that mobiles is very practical because in hilly regions, even if you give provide so much investment, it is not possible to have signals because I come from hilly regions and there is a very big problem of.
नहीं अभी मोबाइल टावर्स तो आ गए हिली रीजन पे, जम्मू कश्मीर में भी आ गया है,
You can.
श्रीनगर में भी आ गया है.
I think BHEL provides a
geographical survey also in the survey part.
You can go towards Pithoragarh, Almora, and these areas. There is still a problem.
Yeah, in survey part we will conduct geographical survey as well as the people like we will conduct a geography survey also, so that in places where we won't be able to like implement this, then we will go for another method, like we will conduct geographical survey too. Yes, we won't be able to implement everything in every place, right? There should be
through geosynchronous satellites जो भी है इसरो के द्वारा हम एक सर्वे करा सकते हैं कहाँ पे इंटरनेट नहीं है, तो गवर्नमेंट को इस तरह पे एक इन्वेस्टमेंट लाना चाहिए फॉरेन से कि और मोबाइल सर्विस प्रोवाइडर, क्योंकि एक लिमिटेड नंबर ऑफ सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स है हमारे पास, जियो, एयरटेल, BSNL, तो हमें और भी मोबाइल सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स चाहिए जिससे कंपटीशन बढ़े.
जो भी मोबाइल फोन्स के मैन्युफैक्चरर हैं उनको प्रमोट कर सकते हैं कि वो इंडिया में ही अपनी सारी चीजें बनाए जिससे कि ये सारी मोबाइल फोन्स की कॉस्ट चीप हो सके.
अभी रिसेंट न्यूज
रिसेंटली अभी अपन ने इंडिया में 15,000 के अंदर जो चाइनीज फोन आते थे ना उनको बैन कर दिया एक प्रकार से, मतलब
बैन नहीं किया है,
बैन नहीं मतलब अलाउ नहीं करेंगे,
नहीं वो फेक
इसका ही सोच रहे हैं, मतलब कोई पॉइंट ही नहीं है ना. चाइना का फोन सस्ता आएगा,
मोबाइल फोन बनाते हैं.
You announced that they will produce phone under 12,000 5G phone.
Yes.
You have already announced that.
We have to like come up with a 7th point, right? Otherwise, our discussion won't be.
So our first point is survey. Second point is power infrastructure. Third is digital infrastructure. Fourth is investment.
Training and awareness. Training and awareness.
Investment, right?
Training and awareness.
ट्रेनिंग एंड अवेयरनेस.
पहले मोबाइल
फर्स्ट वी विल हैव द इन्वेस्टमेंट.
देखो फर्स्ट इज सर्वे, सेकंड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर,
should be the training because after we have the infrastructure.
थर्ड इज फंडिंग and fourth training and awareness.
One point must be there should be a way that we have to monitor them. They are actually promoting the system, education system or not. We have to work on that also.
Yes.
So we can say one thing. First is survey, second is funding.
some feedback हमको रखना चाहिए कि मतलब फीडबैक सिस्टम होना चाहिए.
Suppose we have provided the mobile phones and education system, but they are not learning, and then how we will
कौन देगा फीडबैक? फीडबैक कैसे प्रोवाइड करेंगे?
लाइक टीचर के पेरेंट्स से बोल सकते, फीडबैक होना चाहिए, पता चले सही से ऑनलाइन लर्निंग हो रहा है.
पेरेंट्स नहीं देखते हैं बच्चों को.
we have to provide in every village. In every village we have to provide one teacher that so that we
हमें एक जो है जो भी चाइल्ड हो जो भी पढ़ने के लिए मोबाइल एक जो है डेडिकेटेड
no children can move from one place to another place. Actually mobile phones
आजकल क्या है
parental control I think.
नहीं आजकल क्या टेक्नोलॉजी आ गई है कि
अवेयरनेस क्रिएट कर रहे हैं.
नहीं आजकल एक ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजी आ गई, आप जो चीज पढ़ना चाहते हैं बस उतना ही रहेगा मोबाइल में, बाकी सब लॉक रहेंगे. तो डेडिकेटेड पढ़ने के लिए
कोचिंग सेंटर provides tablet with certain how we will know they are actually learning or not? How we will know?
क्या करेंगे?
एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूँ,
वो ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं वहाँ पे टेस्ट फैसिलिटीज होती हैं.
गाइस मैं एक एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूँ. जैसे अपन बायजूस का ऐप यूज करते हैं तो उसमें एक पेरेंट्स का वो भी रहता है कि मतलब परफॉर्मेंस पेरेंट के मतलब मोबाइल फोन पर भेजी जाती है कि तुम्हारा बच्चा कैसा परफॉर्म कर रहा है, कितना % मार्क्स आ रहा है, कितना उसने कोर्स कवर कर रखा है, ये सब कुछ भेजा जाता है पेरेंट्स को ताकि वहाँ इंटरेक्शन हो सके.
We must provide the app that must have the what the children has done in it and what type of lecture he has taken from today and by yesterday.
Yes, so I agree with your point. monitoring is necessary for the quality education.
Otherwise, suppose if we have provided,
monitoring, right? Seventh one is monitoring, right? Like Saurav said, seventh one is monitoring. I have one doubt. If you are like implementing like online education rule, they may have many doubts, right? So someone have to be there to help them, right? Like they will have so many doubts regarding.
As a volunteer,
इसका एक solution है ना, इसका एक बेस्ट सोल्यूशन है जो प्राइमरी स्कूल्स है ना, उसमें जो एक टीचर्स होते हैं, एक ऐसा भी टीचर हो उनको जो डिजिटली सारा कुछ जानता हो, तो वो एक कलेक्टिवली एक पूरे गांव के जो भी बच्चे हैं उनको देख सके, तो एक उसका भी एक क्योंकि उनका यूटिलाइजेशन होता नहीं है, जो प्राइमरी स्कूल के टीचर्स होते हैं तो ये यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं उनको।
तो यू आर सेइंग लाइक इन द
नहीं होगा वो, मतलब हर एक घर में जाके हर एक लोग का करेक्टली फीडबैक नहीं दे पाएगा। इसके लिए हम एक कॉल सेंटर रख सकते हैं। पर्सनली हम हर
लाइक जो विलेज में स्कूल होते हैं ना सर्व शिक्षा अभियान के द्वारा, तो वहाँ पर अपन लोग मिल सकते हैं संडे के दिन, ताकि फीडबैक ले सकें कितना पढ़ लिया।
So last 5 minutes, try to summarize last 5 minutes and then one of you will conclude.
Guys, I have a 7 point. Can I convey if you are?
Yeah, please, Prithvi.
एक बार आप बता दो।
First point is survey. What we are facing, what are the problem. After that, we are collecting our fund, and we are and third point is
second is infrastructure.
No, let the funding be the second point, because after funding we can provide infrastructure.
Can I convey 7 point? After that, you are agree or disagree? Tell me.
No, we can you don't discuss in between so that it will be easy. We don't have a lot of time. As first is survey, second is funding. Funding, because after funding we can provide the infrastructure.
Yes.
Third is
funding.
Okay. Funding and third is infrastructure.
Power infrastructure.
Power infrastructure and digital infrastructure.
Digital literacy.
भाई पहले सर्वे होगा, उसके हिसाब से कितना,
आई थिंक फोर्थ पे ट्रेनिंग एंड अवेयरनेस एंड सर्वे,
पहले सर्वे होगा, उसके बाद से कितना इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में इन्वेस्टमेंट होना है वो कैलकुलेशन आएगी, तो फिर हम
फंडिंग कर सकते हैं। सेकंड पे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर रखते हैं, उसके बाद हम फंडिंग करते हैं।
Okay, listen. First is survey. There is no problem in that, right?
Yes. First is survey. Yes.
Second is funding. Anybody has any problem with that?
Second point is what?
After surveying,
second infrastructure.
Yes.
Are we dividing the power infrastructure and digital infrastructure, or we
I think someone say one by one. I think
one by one, only 5 minutes are left.
Like one of our
surveying, everyone will talk. We will not reach to a step.
Please say.
We will know.
Funding is the second thing, because one of our friends said funding should be done second rather than infrastructure. Without funding, we can't do infrastructure too. That's what.
This is correct. Like
second is funding.
Then third is
in infrastructure. Fourth is training and digital literacy.
Okay.
Fifth is convey the benefit of online study. We can use the education from other cities to our home. And sixth is collaboration with the NGO and CSR of the management.
Okay.
Seventh is monitoring.
Seventh is monitoring of the online education.
Monitoring the growth of the children.
Yes, online study as a volunteer.
Through teachers of primary schools.
Regularly monitoring the growth of the children, how they are learning, and how
Yes. If we have to like elaborate like how we will find funding, and the training have to be given to teachers, right? To provide mentoring, we have to provide like training to teachers and awareness to parents.
And there must be a test system also in the app.
Yes, that
we can
system also available.
Test system is not required, as in the new education policy, government is providing different perspective. There doesn't need to be a pressure in the student that he have to score very well in the exams. There should be a constructive way of providing education.
Yes.
So I think 7 points are clear.
Yes, clear.
Okay, so I think one of you can conclude now.
Rajat.
Hello.
Can hear you.
Okay, Sneha, can you conclude all points?
Okay. 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 Thank you, friends. We had a very constructive discussion, and we have come across the solution. So after going through all the problems facing by rural areas, and we have found out that first we will go with survey. Survey consists of geographical survey as well as the people, the students, how they digital gap is between them. We will study thoroughly. After second is funding. Funding can be done through many sources. Like we have discussed all crowdfunding, and we will use government policies, government things and all we will utilize. Third one is infrastructure. In infrastructure, with the limited funding we will have, we will implement the infrastructure like electricity, connectivity, and those sort of things comes under infrastructure. Third is we will go with the training and awareness. Training will be given to teachers as well as awareness should be given to parents as well as the students. Next is we will fifth one is we will provide we will make them make the aware that the benefits of digital online platform, how it will help them to shape the career of them. Sixth is we will go with the collaboration with NGOs to have a progressive thing in this. Next is we will monitor the students to know how much benefits they are getting from online education. At the same time, we will conduct tests, etc. So these are the 7 points we have come across. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, first let me give you the feedback and then I give the solution. You need to go through, you need to read the case study which is given to you very, very carefully. Whatever case study is given to you, you need to read it very carefully and stick around that particular case study only. This was online education and not actually to spread the internet connectivity, but online education. Usme education word tha. So you people should have focused more on education part. I'll come to that also. But maybe you were focusing more on providing the infrastructure. I don't know, many of you were even talking about electricity connectivity is prerequisite for internet connectivity. I tell you that is not true. Electricity is provided by government agencies, whereas internet connectivity is provided by the private companies. And I personally know so many villages where internet came first and electricity still is not there. I mean, because when Airtel and all, they are pushing with their towers, Airtel is fast enough to put the tower in a village, remote village also. And normally these towers are put in very remote areas where height is there. Where electricity wires do not reach even today, electricity department says, you know, it is inaccessible and Airtel is putting their towers. So internet connectivity is different and electricity connectivity is different and two are not related, you know that. So anyhow, many points you people discussed. I start one by one. Shubham Kala started and he said, okay, this looks like a relevant topic because rural India actually should not be left behind and India still lives in villages. So he could make a link that, okay, rural India is to be provided, you know, this particular thing. He also talked about some solar panels. I don't know, he was saying government should provide solar panels. That was, I did not find that relevant point, Shubham. He also said, okay, connectivity with the teacher should be done. So that teacher part, yes, I was expecting you guys are talking more about teachers and, you know, education and all, because topic was related to online education in rural India. Teacher is going to be a very, very crucial, you know, player in that entire process. So I was expecting you guys talking more about the teachers and how you will get that particular, you know, teachers and mentors who will provide online education, because that is from where that will come. And Shubham asked, even asked a question, do you think that we can provide mobile phones to everyone or something like that? So when you ask somebody a question, you know, entire group stops and they tend to give the answer to that particular thing. So Shubham Kala kept on participating. So it is a good way Shubham has participated. Participation is good, the way he's speaking is good, but the relevance of the points, he still needs to work on that. So you need to make your points more relevant actually for the topic. And for that, you keep on seeing the topic after every 5 minutes in the discussion. Whatever topic is given to you, see that topic. Because what happens is, like in the flow of discussion, sometimes you go far away from the topic. You even forget that it is online education and now you're talking about digital India of the government. So these two are may not be same. So आप बहुत आगे deviate कर जाते हो. वो आपको वापस लाने के लिए you need to see the topic again and again. Then Sudhir also talked about smartphones and all. He talked about how smartphones will be used and all. But Sudhir, largely you were silent in the discussion. So Sudhir was silent. Saurabh Kumar was also silent. You people did not participate much. So if you do not speak, though the points which you will give may be relevant, but you will not speak, you will be out. So Sudhir Yadav gave points, very less points, but though they were relevant, but he spoke very less. And then
I am trying.
Yeah. Yes, Sudhir.
Yes, sir. मैं ट्राई कर रहा था बोलने के लिए, लेकिन बट क्या था ना, कोलैबोरेशन हो रहा था कि मैं बोल नहीं पा रहा था सर, बीच में मैं बोल रहा था.
ये practice से आएगा. This will come with practice, Sudhir. I tell you honestly. Anybody who starts the GD or GT, this is the first problem he faces, that how to now speak. I mean, others are not letting me speak. That is a common problem. So my advice is like participate more and keep pushing yourself. Enter and speak. Like even if somebody is not listening, you speak. Why? Because whatever you will speak, observer will be listening to you. Even if it is a chaotic situation, he will be listening what you have spoken. Then Sneha gave the points. Sneha only said that electricity is first needed. So that I don't agree. I mean, electricity may not be required for that, and that is not a main thing. Obviously, electricity is required, but that is not a main thing for this particular topic, online education in rural India. So that is one of the problem it may be, but yes, it was not the main topic. She said survey should be conducted and digital gap is to be removed. So she focused on that. She even later on said that even if electricity is there or not there, internet connectivity can be there. So later on, Sneha changed her version. I don't know whether she was supporting the same thing or changing. Good thing about Sneha was she was coordinating. She was coordinating, and at the end, because of her coordinating skills, you provided her chance to conclude. So if you want to conclude the discussion, coordinate. Keep writing the points. Keep jotting down the points. Keep making the consensus. The person who will keep making the consensus in the group at the end will get opportunity for conclusion. Abhinav said infrastructure, mobile network is required. So infrastructure word Abhinav started speaking. He said, okay, labs are required, tutors are required. He also mentioned, self-help group and primary school teachers, those kind of things are required. So Abhinav gave valid points. He kept on giving the good points also. And those points he mentioned, which were related to the topic. He kept on speaking also. Rajat was talking more about training and awareness generation and how training is to be given. But, whenever you say something, you should be very clear what you mean to say. If you say about the training, then what do you mean to say about the training? That should be very, very clear. Then Mansoor, I don't know, Mansoor is still there or is disconnected. So Mansoor talked about that parents are not aware and parents are to be given awareness. Sudeep said training module for phone is also to be required, and also Sudeep, that was a deviation from the topic. I not say deviation, but it was not very relevant because mobile. If people have mobile, they need not training. I mean, they know everything, even kids and everything know. Parents who are not aware. So when you want to make a linkages with the training, then you make it with the teachers. That okay, teachers are to be given the linkages. Just give me a second. Okay, so training one part, training for mobile phone, that was little point which we need to see. You are not to laugh, Sudeep, when you talk. You are not to laugh in that GD or GT. You were laughing also, so that it looks very unprofessional. You were also asking that why labs are required, and you were saying that projector can also be given. So Sudeep, you need to give relevant points. Your points I did not find much relevant for the discussion. In fact, you were even questioning some points which were very relevant. So it was not looking like a group discussion. It was a group task. It was looking like you are going for GD because you were not merging with others. Like if you are having difference of opinion, then you are not merging with others, which is required actually. Because it should look like that, okay, you raised a point and then you said, okay, yeah, that is fine. So we all agree to that. Consensus built up should be continuously done. So that was not there in your group. Mayank said, okay, government schools, and then he was talking about 21 days plans or something. So those were the good points from the Mayank side coming. Mayank was giving those points. Prithvi talked about Digital India, and he talked about some online players who can be roped in and who can provide the service to this online education to the kids, like Unacademy and all he was mentioning. But they are commercial people, so they may not work for lack of profit, like Byju's and Unacademy and all these guys. So they will not work for free of cost actually. And rural India, if you want to provide the education, you don't have budget or resource. That is the thing. That is how it was. And then Saurav and as I told, Saurav was speaking a little less, and Sudhir was also speaking a little less. So you people should have talked more. So in this GD group task, some people who will clearly may pass are Shubham, Sneha, and Abhinav. They may clearly pass. And Sudhir, you and Saurav are in the red zone. You people are in the red zone. Whereas Prithvi, Rajat, Mayank, you people are actually, and Sudeep also. Sudeep, because of irrelevance of that, Sudeep, he may not take you in. So clear जो पास होंगे वो शुभम होगा, स्नेहा होगी एंड अभिनव हो सकता है. ये 3 हो जाएंगे और बाकी जो है वो बॉर्डर पे रहेंगे. They are on the yellow line, that means this way or that way, like Prithvi, Rajat, and then Mayank. They are this way, that way. Sudhir, Saurav, and Sudeep can be in the red side. This is what my finding is for your discussion. So you should know where your shortcoming is. Har kisi ka, everybody has his own strength and weakness. So like Sudhir ka weakness is not participating, Saurav not participating, Sudeep not hitting the right point, not hitting the right place. Rajat and Prithvi not speaking that much. Mayank not this time not spoken much. Shubham, Abhinav, and Sneha spoke the relevant points also. Continuously they spoke. So that is how you can compare. You can see the difference between each one. Now let me again share the screen with you guys. And what was the topic given? So topic given was this, like how do you promote the online education in rural area? And education was very, very important. So this is what we thought of last year, how it can be done. So it is rural area, you need to make a couple of assumptions. So whenever you are talking some task you're taking, and if you feel like taking some assumption, you can take the assumptions. Infrastructure may not be appropriate, that is assumption. So if this is assumption, you should speak those assumptions in the beginning itself, because that shows that yes, you are talking in a proper way. So let's assume, friends, we do not have infrastructure for online education. And what are the infrastructure required? You guys were also talking about infrastructure. Abhinav said infrastructure. Lekin kaun sa infrastructure? You did not clear it. Infrastructure means, internet connectivity, availability of laptop or smartphones, teaching aids. Then parents may not be having good paying capacity. That is also rural India. When you are saying, that is also assumption. Awareness may not be good. So these are some of the assumptions with which you start. Now, once these assumptions with which you start, after that, tell the steps. So first, as most of you could talk about survey and infrastructure, I also agree the same. So you people hit the right point. Detailed survey should be done related to availability of the infrastructure and all these things. So you need to gather the information not only about infrastructure. Why you guys are forgetting about the most important part, which is teachers. And teachers are the main agent which will provide the online education. So their level of training. So I think Rajat was talking about training and awareness. Training of whom? Training of teachers is also to be done. And maybe the panchayat, the village itself has teachers. So you need to reach the local body, local government body, government panchayats and all, and you need to see who are the teachers, who are not only teachers, some retired educated people can also come forward. Let us say you guys, you got retired from IOCL, now you are in the village. You are educated. Why can't you, provide teaching to students in the village? So that also you need to identify. Then arrange the infrastructure, like fast internet you have to get, and many of you were talking about BSNL and all these things you were talking about. So that means you were trying to rope in the I think Sudeep was talking that BSNL is a public sector. Let's go for that. And these kind of places, remote areas, if connectivity is not there, that is also assumption. If connectivity is not there, so let's request BSNL to bring all these things, and other people also. Awareness is to be spread. Awareness. The way to spread awareness is like you need to tell Gram Sabha there is a local village panchayat and local school. So local school, primary schools and Gram Sabha can be the source of information. They can spread the information. Then local teachers are to be identified and training, they need to be provided training for online education. So teachers are to be provided the training for online education. These teachers will be good because they will teach in local language, and rural India may students do not have much base of knowledge, so maybe local language will be better. Then parents for digital literacy is to be given. Many of you said parents are not aware, and also yes, they are to be given digital literacy. Children will get in the school. Children ko parents, these teachers, not even if they are not coming to the school, but teachers will provide the awareness to them. But what about to parents? Online education, what happened? You know what happened in online education in India at the time of lockdown? So parents and schools said, okay, arrange smartphones or laptop for your kids. They arranged it. And then parents only arranged the gadgets. Parents were not aware. So what kids were doing, they were bloody playing with the electronics, mobile phone and all. And that made more harm, They became addicted to the mobile phones. So they are not studying, they are enjoying the internet on the phone. So parents are also being made aware. Regular monitoring is to be done, and to keep the students attentive and motivated, incentive and prizes for performance is to be done. One of the main lacuna of online education is how to monitor, how to keep a student motivated. Suppose I close my video and I'm dancing and I'm going here and there. Who is watching me? Nobody is watching me. That is the problem with basically this particular thing. So anyhow, I'll send this document to you after this 11:30. I'll be sending this document to you. You can go through this task, and this is how it is to be done. So what your situation is like, most of you are hitting the right place, but again the trouble is like you people are not in position to put the things together, and that is not looking like a task. So that's all from my side. Anything you want to ask for, tell. Done? Okay, then
hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. With IIM, sir, what should I improve myself?
बोलना है आपको, ज्यादा बोलना है आपको. आपने डिजिटल इंडिया का बात किया, आपने जो भी बात किया आपने उसको इलेबोरेट नहीं किया. You talked about that Unacademy, but did you see that how Unacademy is going to help in this case? They're going to charge, no?
जैसे किसी भी कॉर्पोरेट में CSR एक होता है, कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पांसिबिलिटी, उसके अंदर जैसे IOCL भी करता है. अभी IOCL ने जो अपने इंडिया में चीता है तो उसमें भी पैसे डोनेट किया. उसके थ्रू काफी कॉर्पोरेट.
प्राइवेट नहीं करते, वो पब्लिक सेक्टर करता है. प्राइवेट वो फ्रॉड ही करता है. You should know that. प्राइवेट जो बाईजूस तुम्हें पता है ना लॉस में चल रहा है. You know that? ये सारे लॉस में चल रहे हैं. अनअकैडमी भी सारे लॉस में चल रहे हैं. सो लॉस में चलने वाली कंपनीज कहां से कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पांसिबिलिटी कर देंगी, बताओ? ये नहीं करती.
लेकिन सर इनकी जैसे
मतलब बोलने वाली बात होती है लेकिन होता नहीं है, तो प्रैक्टिकल सॉल्यूशन लगेगा नहीं है. और आपको खोल के बोलना चाहिए. चलो अगर ये पॉइंट भी था तो तुम बोलते ना पॉइंट. यू शुड हैव स्पोकन दिस पॉइंट.
सर मैंने लिया था नाम CSR, लेकिन बोलने का मौका नहीं मिल रहा था सर. वो GD बन गया था. GD नहीं रहा. GD बन गया.
So don't worry. I mean you keep on participating. Anything else?
Yes sir. सर जैसे ये जो GT देते हैं तो सर वो प्रेजेंटेशन में दिखाते हैं या फिर खुद से ही बोल देते हैं और हमें लिखना पड़ता है टॉपिक?
पेज देते हैं तुम्हें, पेज.
अच्छा सर, वो रिटन
पेज ओरली एक्सप्लेन करता है ऑब्जर्वर. Giving a suggestion and this is how it is to be done and this is what is given. This is how it is provided. Right? Chalo, I need to end it up then. I think.
Sir.